Have you ever wondered why some people are better at handling money than others? It's not always about intelligence or education, it's about psychology. Welcome to an intriguing journey into the world of finance and psychology. Today, we're exploring the intricate relationship between individuals and money. This is a subject that touches us all, from the savvy investor to the everyday spender, and it's one that's been expertly dissected by Mrwhosetheboss in his book, The Psychology of Money. Housel's work is not your average finance book. It doesn't bombard you with jargon or complex theories. Instead, it serves as a guide to understanding the psychological aspects that govern our financial decisions. He delves into the heart of how we think about money, how we react to it, and ultimately, how we manage it. At the core of Housel's argument is the importance of long-term thinking. Forget the get-rich-quick schemes and the lure of the lottery jackpot. Housel champions the slow and steady approach to wealth accumulation, focusing on sustainable financial management that's grounded in reality and prudence. He shows us that, when it comes to money, patience truly is a virtue. But it's not just about patience and long-term planning. Housel also guides us through the maze of our own behaviors and biases. He opens our eyes to the emotional impulses and psychological patterns that can lead us astray in our financial decision-making. By recognizing these behaviors, we can start to make more rational, informed choices. In essence, the psychology of money is a mirror, reflecting our financial selves back at us. It's a tool for self-awareness and financial empowerment. And it's a reminder that when it comes to money, understanding ourselves is just as important as understanding the markets. The psychology of money is a fascinating topic that affects us all, regardless of our financial standing. Let's delve deeper into these concepts. When it comes to money, patience is indeed a virtue. But why is long-term thinking so crucial in managing our finances? The answer lies in the power of compounding, a concept that Morgan Housel brilliantly illustrates in The Psychology of Money. The author emphasizes that wealth accumulation is not about chasing quick wins or following market trends. Instead, it's about adopting a long-term perspective, making prudent decisions, and allowing time to do its magic. Consider the example of Warren Buffett, one of the world's greatest investors, who is often highlighted in the book. Buffett's wealth isn't a product of swift trades or short-term market predictions. Rather, it's the result of decades of patience, consistent investing, and unwavering belief in the power of compounding returns. Housel conveys that it's not just about how much you invest, but also how long you let your investment grow. Over time, even seemingly small amounts can transform into substantial wealth. What's more, long-term thinking allows us to weather the inevitable ups and downs of the market. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. The book also explores how short-term thinking can lead to irrational decision-making. Chasing hot stocks or attempting to time the market often results in panic selling when prices fall or jumping on the bandwagon when prices rise, both of which can erode wealth over time. In contrast, long-term thinking fosters a sense of calm and steadiness. It helps us stay the course during volatile times, stick to our investment strategy, and avoid emotional decision-making, which can often lead to financial missteps. Housel encourages us to see beyond the immediate, to understand that wealth accumulation is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires discipline, patience, and a steadfast focus on the long run. It's about making decisions today that your future self will thank you for. Remember, wealth accumulation isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Now, let's look at how our emotions can influence our financial decisions. We like to think we make rational decisions, especially when it comes to money. But can our emotions actually lead us astray? This is a profound question that The Psychology of Money delves into. In the labyrinth of financial decision-making, our emotions often play the role of an unseen guide, subtly nudging us towards certain choices. The book enlightens us on how these emotional impulses can sometimes result in irrational decisions. Take fear, for instance. The fear of loss can provoke us into selling stocks during a market downturn, even when long-term trends suggest recovery is imminent. We might know on a logical level that markets ebb and flow, but the emotional sting of seeing red in our portfolios can override our rationality. Then there's the emotion of greed. The allure of quick profits can draw us into risky investments, ignoring the potential pitfalls that might lurk beneath the surface. we might find ourselves drawn to the glamorous stories of overnight millionaires, pushing aside the sobering statistics of those who lost everything chasing the same dream. Envy, too, can distort our financial decisions. When we see others around us reaping the rewards of a hot new investment, it's easy to get swept up in the fear of missing out. This can lead us to jump into investments without fully understanding them, or worse, investing more than we can afford to lose. But it's not all doom and gloom. The book also highlights the potential of positive emotions in our financial journey. For example, the joy of achieving a financial goal, or the pride of seeing our investments grow can motivate us to stay the course, even when the going gets tough. The key, as the psychology of money suggests, is to recognize our emotional impulses and understand how they can sway our financial decisions. By doing so, we can take steps to mitigate their impact and make choices that align with our long-term financial goals. In the end, understanding our emotions can help us make more rational financial decisions. Next, let's explore some of the common biases that can influence our financial choices. We all have biases, and they can greatly affect our financial decisions. But what are these biases, and how can we overcome them? Let's dive into this. Morgan Housel, in The Psychology of Money, draws attention to some of the most common biases that influence our financial decisions. One such bias is our individual risk tolerance. Risk tolerance is essentially the degree of variability in investment returns that an individual is willing to withstand. You may think that you're a risk taker, ready to invest in volatile stocks for high returns. But when the stock market dips, you might find your stomach churning. That's your risk tolerance kicking in. Overestimating it can lead to financial decisions that you're not truly comfortable with, causing unnecessary stress and potential financial loss. Next, we have the bias towards compounding returns. Compounding is the process where the value of an investment increases because the earnings on an investment, both capital gains and interest, earn interest as time passes. This sounds great, and it is. But our bias can lead us to expect high returns too soon, and when we don't see them, we might feel tempted to pull our money out, missing out on potential long-term gains. Then there's the bias of anchoring, where we fixate on a specific value and make decisions based on this reference point. For instance, you buy a stock at $20 per share, it drops to $15, and you refuse to sell until it gets back to $20. But what if it never does? You're anchored to that $20 value, potentially leading to greater losses. Understanding these biases is the first step towards overcoming them. It's about taking a step back and evaluating whether our decisions are being driven by these skewed perceptions. By recognizing them, we can start to make more informed and rational decisions about our finances, leading to better financial management and, ultimately, financial success. By recognizing and understanding our biases, we can make better, more informed financial decisions. Let's wrap up with some final thoughts. So, what can we take away from The Psychology of Money, and how can it help us manage our finances more effectively? Well, the essence of this book isn't about mastering the technicalities of finance. Rather, it's about understanding the psychological dynamics that govern our relationship with money and how these influence our financial decisions. Morgan Housel makes it abundantly clear that our financial behaviors are deeply rooted in our personal beliefs, emotional impulses, and inherent biases. These factors can often override our rational thinking, leading us to make unwise decisions that could jeopardize our financial well-being in the long run. One of the key messages from this book is the importance of long-term thinking. It's not about chasing market trends or looking for quick wins. It's about being patient, realistic, and prudent. It's about understanding the power of compounding returns over time and the role of risk tolerance in investment decisions. Additionally, the book emphasizes the need to adapt our mindset towards money management. We need to recognize our own behavioral patterns and biases that influence our financial choices. This self-awareness can lead us to make more rational decisions, thus improving our financial health. The Psychology of Money also reminds us that wealth accumulation isn't solely about numbers. It's about the psychological satisfaction and peace of mind that comes from financial stability. This concept is often overlooked, but it's an essential part of building sustainable wealth. In essence, this book is an invaluable resource for anyone seeking to understand the psychological aspects of money management. It's not just for finance enthusiasts, but for anyone who deals with money which is, well, all of us. Understanding the psychology of money can lead to more rational, informed financial decisions. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe for more content like this.